Hey everybody, welcome back. Change your perspective, change your awareness, change your life. I'm Dr. Michelina. I have hashtag that felon doctor here to talk about Dear Diary and possibly things that you've been feeling, thinking, or have experienced in your darkest moments. These are some of the things I've experienced in my darkest moments, and I want to share them with you. So the one I have today is, they're all dark, guys. I'm just going to let you, I do a great job of letting people see the light. I don't always do the best job of letting people see the dark, or maybe flip that. Maybe I do too good of a job letting people see the dark and not enough of them seeing the light. I don't really know. You can tell me below if you want to comment, but I'm just gonna get into it and then we'll chat about it. So, Dear Diary, I don't fear getting older. I fear getting obsolete. But like most of my fears, this one is unfounded, considering I already am. No one cares. Not truly. Not really. And I know I'm supposed to be joyful and peaceful, but the truth is I'm just tired. Exhausted in ways that are soul deep. I guess it'll get better eventually. Don't know that I'll be here when it does. Right? And so, yeah, guys, real morose, real melancholy. And if you have felt like that, well, first off, I think a lot of people fear getting older. And I always wondered about that because I don't fear getting older. I really never have. I love getting older, actually. I can't wait for the day I look my age. And I don't know actually if that's ever gonna happen. I tend to look like 5 years younger than I actually am, even when I wear a crown as a headband. Yeah, I needed a headband today, guys, and this tiara is really working. I don't know why people don't wear more tiaras more often. I think I'm gonna just get an assortment of them. Feel free to send some my way. But no, with getting older, people do fear it, right? And I never understand that. Like, I never understood that because I'm like, first off, it's a privilege to get older. Thank God you didn't die young, right? Like, it's a privilege to be able to have the health and longevity to have a long life. Because that's the collection of wisdom, you know? You can meet young people who are wise, but most often they're not. And if you go back in my seasons, that little short series I did of seasons, 0 to 25 is, you're a spring chicken. You don't know what you don't know. You think you know so much, but like anybody who's been beyond 25 can tell you you didn't know shit. And I would say probably that there's a lot of people in my own generation who are like, wait, how am I the adult in this situation? Like, I don't get it. You know what I mean? At 23, I was in charge of 17-year-olds. Like, what the hell? So age is a stupid thing. It's the best way we have to track time. But like all things, time is a construct, and our age is mostly irrelevant. Our physical age is mostly irrelevant. So we put such a big stock on it. And it's like, why? Why? If you do it right, if you take care of your mind, your body, just because you are 60 doesn't mean you have to look 60. Doesn't mean you have to feel 60. I mean, there's certain things that, yes, your body generally like wears out, but like at the end of the day, there are plenty of people who are older who handle themselves in such a way that they don't decay as rapidly as other people, right? And so a lot of that atrophying is the mindset is, oh man, I'm 30, like it's all downhill from here. No, it ain't. 30 is the new 20, fam. 40 is the new 30 and 50 is the new 40. Like, we've got technology that provides longevity. There are certain biological things that, yes, I know, sure, biological clocks tick. Yes, things do happen. There's actually a new research study that shows actually that men over 30, their semen produces more neurologically divergent children, which I thought was really interesting. So that's a cool study you can check out. So yes, there are things that come with getting older, certainly that. But there's also things that can be restored and circumvented and mitigated, right? Like your eyes kind of wear it as you get older, but they don't need to because we got LASIK. Your teeth can kind of decay, but we got the technology now that you can just take care of them. So the things that used to be problematic, we have a lot of technology for now. Even our bodies and like alignment, there's all sort of like floaty hydro things and suspension tools and all these things that kind of like elongate your spine again and like take some of the pressure off your joints. And there are things if you know how to take care of yourself, which we don't. So If you are somebody who fears getting older, and like I said, I'm not one of them. I don't fear getting older. That I'm not lying when I wrote that in my diary entry here. I don't fear getting older because I don't. Just know how to take care of yourself. But I do fear getting obsolete. That is the thing that matters so much to me, is the legacy. And so often we put our legacy in our children, right? Like, that's the thing. Like, our legacy is our kids. And it's like, yeah, but no, though, because they're their own entity. So knock it off. Find your own legacy. Find your own life. And this is the thing that I always see with parents, is like, the minute they have kids is they don't have their own life anymore, because their kid becomes their life. Now, to some degree, you don't have much of a choice in those beginning years. You can't help it. And especially with a woman, her brain is going to rewire. One, it's going to include cells from her children, which is a biological fact. New studies show. But also, the brain completely shifts. I've watched it. I mean, when I was teaching, I taught with 25 women in my department who were the ages of 25 to 35. Like, he had a hiring type, I will say that. And everybody started getting pregnant at the same time. And every woman came back different. Every single one. There were two. One of them that was so awesome before she got pregnant. And then she got pregnant and she was a complete fucking bitch. And I was like, this is awful. I can't stand you now. And I didn't change. The other one, who was a complete fucking bitch, came back after her first kid, super dope. I was like, what is this sorcery? Right? So anybody who tells you like a woman doesn't change, like, that's, no one will ever tell you that. I hope to God nobody ever tells you that. But we put too much legacy in our children. And a lot of times for women, they almost can't help themselves, you know, and nobody wants to talk about that, and I don't care. I don't. So I will talk about it. It's like an awkward topic for people, and I don't know why. You know, don't put your legacy in your kids. Your kids are not your legacy. Your kids are your half of you that makes up their own entity. It's like a research paper, right? Like, all of these sources make this new paper. And the paper becomes its own document that gets disseminated to the public. That reflects back on you. But if that paper is my legacy, I did something wrong. Because that's not the legacy. Like, that's just an aspect of it. In the same way that, like, my complete fuck up has nothing to do with my parents. Right? Like, that's not part of their legacy. Like, it shouldn't be. It has nothing to do with them. I won't say it has nothing to do with them, right? Because we're all a product of our experiences. But I will say that, like, my mom taught me way better. And I just acted in not accordance, right? So what makes you matter a lot of the times, what makes you not obsolete, what makes you important, is a lot of self-perception. It's a lot of self-perception. Because at the end of the day, when you find your worth in your work, you think your work makes you important. It's really not that. I'm going to talk eventually about purpose and things, but one of the most important things we can do to leave a legacy is show up in kindness. Because then you get imprinted on somebody's brain as someone who is helpful. Right? And so you have no idea how far that reach extends. And so when you get into that place of like, I don't matter, nothing matters, this doesn't matter, I'm obsolete, you can go out there and do something for someone else. And it will make you feel less obsolete. It'll make you feel better. You'll be like, oh, damn, like, I did something that mattered today. I changed somebody's life today. The power of one is one of my favorite things that one of my former business coaches and I spoke about. One phone call, one interaction, one DM, one thing can change a life. So be the one. Be the one for somebody. I just had a friend the other day who, he was in Denver. Sorry, he was in Denver. And he dropped, which he's not made of money. He doesn't have all this money, but he dropped this $100 bill in this neighborhood. I thought it was the coolest thing because somebody's going to find that $100. I'm praying it's somebody who needs it. You know what I mean? Somebody's going to find that $100. He'll never know where it went, but like, that's so exciting. What an exciting thing to do. Right? If more people did more random acts of kindness, they wouldn't fear getting obsolete, right? So like, I know me, when I fear getting obsolete, I make sure I go interact. Which again can be really hard because I don't know anybody where I live. Like, I don't know anybody. I know like 4 people in this whole state. But I go out and try to like buy somebody's meal, or like compliment somebody, or like make life easier for them, or like try to feed the stray cats. You know, like something that matters in some way, shape, and form. In kingdom economy, in larger universal economy, right? And so if you feel like no one cares, it is quite possible that they don't, right? I will tell you right now, no one cares, not really, not truly. I'm quoting my own self here. That's very possible. I will be very, very honest with you. I am sure there are a lot of people who don't give an F about me, even the people who follow me. Or they only care to see me try to fail, which, like, newsflash, guys, I already have. So, like, what you watching for? What you hanging around for? You know what I mean? Like, you've already seen it. You've already seen it happen. It doesn't matter if they care or not. Do you care? Do you care? And if you don't, go find something to care about. Because the more you sow care, guess what's gonna happen? The more you're gonna reap care. See how that works? And so, if you care more, not in an attached way, in a detached, I'm gonna show up and do what I can and let the rest go way. Not an attached way. Not, I care so much I have to have this thing. Oh, I'm so desperate. Oh, I desire this. No, that's needy lack energy. We're not here for it. But I care in a way that I'm like, hey, I want to help out to the best of my ability, and then I'm going to just hands off because I can only do what I can do, right? That will serve you at high levels. Because if you feel like no one cares, go care, and eventually you will have caring come back to you. Anything you feel like you're lacking, go sow. And I don't care what it is. Oh, you don't feel enough connection? Go connect with people. Oh, I don't feel enough love? Go love on people. I don't feel enough joy? Go be joyful for somebody. Oh, I don't feel enough peace? Go be somebody's peace. Not to your own detriment. Don't be peace to somebody's toxicity. Be somebody's peace in a storm. Be there for them when they need some help, right? Don't get it twisted. We're not encouraging toxicity here. Though to be fair, we're all a little toxic. We all have our shit. So, if you are exhausted in ways that feel much heavier than you, and it's not the kind of thing that's going to be satisfied by a good night's rest, though that probably can't hurt. You don't have enough things giving you life energy. You're not getting enough life poured into you. And that probably means you're not getting enough life poured out of you, right? So you're not doing enough things that give you life energy, and therefore you're not receiving the benefit of enough things giving you life energy. What is a labor of love for you? What can you do all day and just enjoy? Do more of that. It'll make you less exhausted. It'll make you less tired, right? So, hopefully, again, like I said, this is all crap that I do. This is all crap that I've felt. This is all ways I've shown up. So I can tell you it works. I know it does because I'm still here. When, like, by all rights, I shouldn't be. I'll tell you that right now. By all rights, I should absolutely be dead 3.5 years ago. August 2019. So I know this stuff works if you'll do it. And I hope that it helps. As always, you know that I'm accepting one-on-one clients. We've got a school. If you actually want to make changes in your life, don't hesitate to reach out. But, like, not everybody can go to you. Sometimes you have to go to them, right? That's the whole point. So, that being said, I hope that this is a fun series for you. This is an interesting series for me, to say the least. Very vulnerable, very raw. I hope that it is helpful. I hope it's not too dark for you. I'll tell you right now, I get real dark. You get real light too. but oh well. And there's still gonna be a few more in this series, so I will just say like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell to get notified for when new stuff comes out. If you have any ideas for series or anything that you want to know about, drop comments. If you have any questions, by all means, drop comments. I hope you are enjoying. I hope it is helping, and I will see you guys on the next video.